Hello. If you're watching this video, you may run into some issues or have some questions about the following topics: academic integrity, academic honesty, or the honor code, or alternately, issues of academic dishonesty and plagiarism. In this video, we'll also talk about Unity's policies on generative artificial intelligence, or Gen AI, and how that kind of tool relates to these concepts. You can find more information in the Student Handbook, as well as in your syllabus for each course. So what is academic integrity all about? Academic integrity means that you are being clear and honest about the sources that you used to form your ideas and create materials. When a person is not clear or honest about the source of information, or when they use information incorrectly, this can include copying and pasting large sections of material, even if quotations are used. This is called plagiarism. I want to take a moment to acknowledge that feedback from an instructor that says you've violated academic honesty or you have plagiarized can be jarring and upsetting. But I encourage you to recognize that your instructor is pointing out misuse of information or lack of appropriate attribution and not labeling you yourself as a cheater or dishonest person. These are big concepts where you might feel like you tripped up on minor details, like not citing your sources adequately. The honesty piece means, in part, that you're being honest about where your ideas come from. Your instructors, when grading your assignments and discussion posts, are trying to figure out how well you are understanding the course content. The only way for your instructor to tell what you have learned is from what you tell them on your assignments. That's why it is so important that your assignments are in your own words. Assignments may ask that you respond to a prompt and provide evidence for your response. To demonstrate that you understand concepts, you should be paraphrasing from the learning materials or other sources, and then citing those sources to give them credit. But this paraphrasing, or putting things in your own words, is a challenging skill to master, and it takes practice. You may not have ever had to do this before, but that's okay. Your instructors are here to help you learn how. What's important is that you take their feedback seriously. We all make mistakes as we are learning, but consistently failing to properly paraphrase and cite your sources can lead to big trouble, including failing an assignment, failing a course, or facing disciplinary action. Your instructor doesn't want you to fail, but needs to be fair to all students and maintain the integrity of our courses. As you learn these skills, I promise you that the better you understand the course material, the easier it will be to put things in your own words and show your instructors what you're learning. As you start, it is okay if you don't know all the terms to make it sound professional or academic. You'll build that skill with practice too. You can also use AI to revise your language to sound more professional once you've gotten your thoughts down in your own words. Now, what about using generative AI to help you do your assignments? At Unity, we recognize that AI can be an incredibly useful tool. You might use it to help you at different times, from brainstorming topics for a discussion post to get you started, up to revising your grammar before turning in a final project. Your class syllabus has a link to the guidelines for AI use. Unless the assignment instructions say otherwise, you can use AI as a tool, but you need to use the tool ethically. That means you have to be transparent about it. Tell your instructor exactly how you use the tool. You have to provide attribution, and this is similar to citing your sources and is related to being honest about where your information comes from. And finally, you have to acknowledge that it can't do the thinking for you. You are still responsible for checking that the output is correct and that it makes sense, and that the work you submit demonstrates your understanding according to what you will be graded on. Now keep in mind that copying and pasting whole chunks of text is not demonstrating to your instructors what you understand. So even if you put quotation marks around it, or change a few words here and there, it is not helping you accomplish the learning goals in the course. This is true whether you are relying on AI or any other resource. Paraphrasing is a skill that you must build through practice, and it is also the hard part, the central part of your education. But this is where your learning really takes place. When you wrestle with ideas and practice shaping them into new ideas that are uniquely yours. A crucial part of this shaping is finding the language or images to express those ideas. Keep this in mind and be wary of shortcutting your learning by over-reliance on AI tools. So if you turn in something and your instructor gives you feedback that you've lost points, or that they can't grade it because it's not in your own words, or is plagiarized, or something to that effect, take a moment to reflect. Think about how you can do a better job of putting things in your own words and providing the references for ideas, data, or facts that were not your own. Reach out to your instructor and ask for a meeting to talk about how you can improve your skills of paraphrasing and demonstrating your own understanding. They want to help you learn. Here in the Unity Distance Education Student Handbook, if we scroll down, we can see in the table of contents how to find the honor code. We'll jump ahead to that. In the honor code, it defines academic dishonesty, plagiarism, and crucially, representing others' ideas as one's own. I want to highlight for you, distance education expects assignment submissions to represent the original work of the individual student. Content of assignment submissions should be the student's original thoughts, analysis, and synthesis of course material or outside materials. This highlights the importance of paraphrasing. Here we see an example of an in-text citation. For instance, Gilliam 2007 is cited right here in the sentence. In the literature cited, I can find the full citation for Gilliam 2007. In your course syllabus, regardless of which class you're in, you'll have information in the syllabus with guidelines for using generative AI, as well as more information about the honor code. Let's click through to see about the generative AI policy. This policy starts off with some definitions. And down here we see in section C some guidelines. Now these are really important. This is the transparency about using the tool, proper attribution, and then your responsibility for fact checking. You'll also notice that there is some prohibited use of AI in Unity DE coursework. Please read through this section especially. Instructor feedback in your rubric will provide information on how you can improve, but if you see something here that you're not sure what it means or how you can improve, you should definitely contact your instructor. And here's the library resources that help you develop your skills to avoid plagiarism, properly cite your sources, and properly format them. Thanks for watching.